Hey, my name is Samantha, and it is time to work out. Working out is gonna make me healthier, more flexible, and stronger. It won't be too hard because I've got what it takes. Commitment. Commitment is making a plan and putting it into practice. My plan is simple. There's this new podcast out called Getting Stronger the Horvath Way, and I'm going to listen to every single episode, starting right now.
Hello and welcome to Getting Stronger the Horvath Way. I am Horvath and this is my way that I am talking about to you right now. If you want to get stronger, start with 100 push-ups. Go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 99, 100. Now sit-ups. Go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100! All right, let's take a break.
That's a lot of exercising. It's weird though, I just don't feel any stronger. Thought I would after listening to that podcast. Maybe I have to listen to all of them to really get the full effect. Or maybe I'm missing a really important step. In today's story, you'll learn about two kinds of people. The kind who hear what they're supposed to do, and the kind who actually do it. You know, I've heard it's really important to have a lot of water when you're exercising. Huh. Still thirsty.
The Bible isn't just a book of random stories. It's 66 different books that come together to tell one story. An incredible one. About God's love for us. And now for an amazing story. Inspired by the book of Matthew, chapter 7. Verses 24 to 27.
Everywhere Jesus went, crowds of people came too. One day, Jesus climbed a mountainside and sat down, and people gathered around eager to listen. And Jesus taught them many things about God's kingdom and how to live. You are the light of the world. Love your enemies. Do not worry. But Jesus knew that simply hearing wasn't enough. So then, everyone who hears my words and puts them into practice is like a wise man. Jesus told a story about a wise man and a foolish man. Now, if he told the same story today, it might go a little something like this.
George was a geologist. He studied and loved rocks of every kind.
Did you know igneous rocks are formed from volcanoes?
George liked to go on long hikes collecting new rock specimens with his trusty rock hammer.
It's an ore.
An Oreo? Geologist George had a friend named Stu.
No, an ore. A rock with precious metals inside.
Dude, I like Oreos better. And sand. I like sand.
Stu considered himself a master sand artist. He would spend the entire day sculpting things in sand on the beach.
What's that supposed to be?
That is pure love and peace, captured in sand.
Oh.
It's modern art. You have to squint real hard and lie on your side to see it right.
Okay, then.
Both George and Stu decided it was high time that they built homes for themselves, so they called in an expert builder.
I'm looking at some land just up the mountainside from the beach. Solid granite beneath the topsoil. Well, we'll drill into that bedrock and your house will last forever. Okay, let's do it then.
Stu had different ideas.
I'm thinking, let's build right down here on the beach. The ocean at my doorstep, a 30-second commute to work.
I wouldn't do that, sir. Sand shifts, your house will move with it.
Hey, I'm a flexible kind of guy. Just make my house flexible too.
That's not really a thing.
Oh, and I want you to use my latest sign sculpture here for inspiration.
What's that supposed to be?
Love and peace, dude.
So the builder got to work immediately. He drilled into the granite for George and built him a beautiful home with wood and steel beams. For Stu, well, he did the best he could.
I don't think these glass walls are such a good idea.
Hey, who's paying for this pad anyway? I want to feel like I'm living right in the ocean.
Soon, both homes were finished. George moved into his fine house up on the mountainside, overlooking the beach.
Bit of a hike to get up here, but wow, the view is worth it.
And Stu moved into his house right on the beach.
Look at that. Fishies swimming right up to my doorstep. I can sit on the porch and dip my toes in the ocean and stare up at the blue, blue sky.
But within a short time, clouds moved in.
Hey, where's my son?
A sharp breeze cropped up, whipping in dark thunderheads. George, on the balcony of his house high up on the mountainside, took his glass of iced tea inside.
Good thing this house is bolted into the rock.
Drops of rain began to splat on the beach.
Hey, that's gonna mess up my love and peace sand art. Stop already!
But the rain did not stop. The wind raced along the beach, chasing the waves higher and higher. A torrent of rain lashed down. Below, the ocean rose up to meet it, climbing up the beach.
Hold it! Wait! This is my porch!
But the storm raged on, and the wet sand beneath Stu's house began to shift.
Stop! Stop! I didn't get any homeowner's insurance yet.
Stu scrambled off his porch and staggered through the roaring waves until he reached solid ground a short distance up the mountain.
Fishies! Get out from under my house, dudes!
As the storm peaked, Stu's house creaked. It shook. It tilted. And in one final gust of wind, the whole thing collapsed. Stu gaped at the wreckage of his house. Then he looked up at the mountainside where George's house still stood, on the rock, tall and strong.
So not fair.
He spotted George scrambling down the mountain as the winds finally began to die.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I guess. Next time I'll wait till after a storm to build my house on the beach.
Or try a different foundation? Come on, let's get you some dry clothes.
Jesus' followers listened in fascination as he summarized the story for them.
So then, everyone who hears my words and puts them into practice is like a wise man who builds his house on the rock. But everyone who hears my words and does not put them into practice is like a foolish man who builds his house on sand. The rain comes down, the water rises, the winds blow and beat against that house, and it falls with a loud crash.
So the crowds that had been listening there on the mountainside all day left with new resolve. With God's help, they would be able to put everything that Jesus taught them into action.
I could listen to podcasts about exercising all day, every day, and never get any stronger. There's a reason for that. Hearing about exercising isn't enough. You have to actually exercise to grow stronger. It's the same when you're talking about growing in your faith. You can read your Bible all day, every day. You can recite verses left and right. You can know every single thing Jesus said. But if you want to grow stronger in your faith, you need to actually do what Jesus said. You need to put Jesus' words into practice. That's an important word, practice, because it takes practice to hear what God says, and it takes practice to do what God says. You hear what God says by reading His Word and listening to His Spirit inside you. You do what God says by obeying His commands and following the example of Jesus. And no one expects you to be perfect, not even God expects that. That's why He sent Jesus to die for you in the first place. But practice can help your faith grow stronger and stronger. So the one thing to remember today is this: practice hearing and doing what God says. Put your faith through a workout and just watch it grow. Okay, Horvath, let's get to work.
And now for 1 million burpees. Go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I think I might need to start simpler.